I got septic from RSV and it almost took me out. November of 2011, I was an intern in my pediatric residency. I had an 11-month-old baby who was in daycare, and she got RSV and of course wanted all of the snuggles, and I obliged. And after a couple days, I started to not feel good. And then I was on night float, and I was really feeling bad on night float. I was having a hard time breathing, I was coughing, I had a fever. So the day that I got off would have been November 17th at 6 a.m. And I had a 104 fever at sign out. I was covered in blankets. I was shaking, chills. And I went home and I tried to go to bed, and I had a hard time sleeping because I was still having a hard time breathing. My husband got home around 5 with our daughter, and we dropped her off with his parents, and then we went to the hospital. And I called my chief resident and I said, listen, I'm not feeling good. I'm going to the ER and it looks like I'm going to get admitted because they think I have pneumonia. And their response was, are you sure? Because you know I'm going to have to call in backup. So for all of the people in the comments that are going to say like, oh, I can't believe you were sick at work with all those babies, I wasn't in the NICU. And it's not the culture to be able to call out when you're sick in residency, especially intern year. Walked into the ER, my heart rate was elevated, like 130, my blood pressure was like 92/60. Respirators were high, sats were a little on the lower side. They put me into a room, they started some fluids, antibiotics, chest x-ray, and then I just continued to decompensate. They ended up moving me into a resuscitation room, and they put a central line in my neck, which was a really weird feeling. And then they started medicine to keep my organs perfused so that I could stay alive. I was septic. A healthy 25-year-old with a 11-month-old daughter at home. I was septic in the ICU on pressors. September is Sepsis Awareness Month, and it's important to know that anyone can get septic, from newborns all the way up through the elderly, and unfortunately, mortality rate is not that great. It is so important to have early recognition and aggressive management of sepsis to improve rates of survival. This symbol has always represented my sepsis journey and survival and desire to just get the most out of the rest of my life, and being a bit of an adrenaline junkie. And also being an ER doctor, epinephrine is something that we literally use to bring people back from the dead. So this is something that means a lot to me. And this is a new crew that we have. It's embroidered, it's amazing. And you can get it at Shop Lady Spine Doc.